The DGBA stands for Downtown Guelph Business Association, and we're essentially a BIA, a business improvement area, so we're full of acronyms, Downtown Guelph, and we take care of member businesses within a geographic core of a city. There's many BIAs all over Canada, and there's about 150 in Toronto alone. So I work for the businesses downtown, essentially, and our mandate is to promote them and put on events and festivals, which is one of my things, to attract people to the core and advocate for the businesses downtown and make it a generally healthy business environment. Oh, I've done so much stuff, and I was thinking about this the other day. I think since 2006, when I met Eric and the lovely Julianne at the time, and we were doing a rebranding, which was so wonderful an experience on so many levels. A, we really needed to do a rebranding. We had this nasty, clunky, maroon colored thing that looked like the 70s. Our office matched it. And so it was my first branding process, and I loved it. I loved the whole notion that we sat around and talked about what we thought of at Downtown Guelph, and colors and ideas and all this stuff. And so I just fell in love with it, and that is the first thing that I did with Scribblers Club. And then I've gone on to do things like Art on the Street. I think that was 2010, and that was a wonderful process because that was the first time in all my almost 8 Art on the Streets that Eric helped me imagine a different kind of brochure than I had done. I had sort of reiterated a similar pattern every year, and this was a bit different. We put 2 artists together on our brochure and all our advertising materials. So multi-layered projects. So when I say Art on the Street, it was a whole program, but it also came with ads and resized ads and bookmarks and posters and large biggie posters, I call them. So just this brilliant and colorful, wonderful experience. Dig in Downtown is, again, a program that I've run since I think 2006 or 7 as well, and it's essentially a prix-fixe dining experience, bringing people to downtown to eat. Our beautiful restaurants, of which we have 35 in this 4 square blocks, some of them put on these specialty crafted menus at a really good deal, and so I run that at different times of the year, different days of the week. And this one that I did with Scribblers was a fantastic project, and we had just we were just redoing our dining guide with the help of Scribblers, and that turned out to be such a beautiful thing, and I needed stuff to stay affordable because we're essentially a non-profit, and I wanted to redo our dining guide, refresh it in relationship to this Dig In Downtown, this dining event, culinary event. And so I sat with Robin and Eric, and we figured out this whole packaging and delivery mechanism that would not only advertise the event itself, but also be a vehicle to put our dining guide into. So it was a wonderful experience. I learned about die cuts and all these crazy things. I've learned a great deal from Scribblers, and that was a package that I never heard so much feedback about. I send things out via mail often, and it was tweeted about all over the place. Just received this wonderful package from Downtown Guelph in the mail, and so Dig In was an awesome experience with Scribblers. Well, just how frenzied that I always am, and that doesn't really relate to Scribblers at all, just me and my job. And that basically Eric and Robin in that project and in every project have really helped me see my ideas come to fruition and really involved me in the whole thing. And so there was no problems. I think it was maybe such a big project with it being a package and this piece and that piece that we might have didn't check the work back very well. I didn't check the work back very well, and we might have been running a little oh, gotta get this out. But that's my call, and that was a learning experience for me. So it was a fantastic experience. Huge. People loved it. I'd say lucky you, and first off, and why I'd say that is because some of the things I've just mentioned. I think I would tell people that were wanting to work with Scribblers that they would be able to be a very involved, integral part of the process. And I've worked with other designers before, not to disparage anyone at all, but sometimes you ask, you share your ideas and your dreams, and then a package is delivered, and you don't feel that you have a lot of authority to have the input, because you're not a designer. You may just be the ideas girl. And so with Scribblers and Eric and Robin, I have absolutely felt like I am an integral part of the whole thing. One thing I'd like to share about Scribblers Club is that I thought about this analogy, and I don't know if it's flattering or not at all, but it's just my downtown Lynn brain. So I thought about a sandwich, right? And I like to perceive myself as a big ideas girl, and I know what I like, and I think I've actually learned quite a bit, certainly with the help of Scribblers and through my many years now of having some hands-on with advertising. I sort of know what I like, and I even am critical of what I don't like, and I want that for my membership. So the sandwich analogy. Basically, I think that Robin and Eric, well, Robin's sort of like your best girlfriend, for one thing, right away. And then Robin and Eric together, who are the two I've worked with together primarily, they're like a delicious, intrinsic filling in a sandwich, center of a sandwich. And me, as the ideas girl, I might just be the bread on either side. You know, I have my ideas on the top or wherever, and then on the bottom I've got the delivery, the distribution of those ideas that are seen through. But really, in essence, it would just be two pieces of bread slapped together if there weren't this beautiful, creative inside.